everyone. If you're considering moving to Colorado or just curious about the difference between Fort Collins and Boulder, stick around. Both are great places in their own way, but they also have some differences that could make one better fit for the other. Today I'm going to explain the major differences between these two cities, including lifestyle, cost of living, culture, recreation, and a lot more. But bottom line, each city offers its own unique take on Colorado living. So it all comes down to what you are looking for, and let me know in the comments section which city you choose and if you have any questions about living in Fort Collins or Boulder. So let's get started with the cost of living and housing in Fort Collins. Generally, it's more affordable than Boulder. Housing costs, rental costs, and day-to-day expenses are all lower. And as of 2024, the median home price in Fort Collins is about $550,000. Now, comparing that to Boulder, who has one of the highest cost of living indexes in Colorado, here the median home price is over $1 million. Now, in my mind, that price is due in large part to the outdoor scene of hiking, bike paths, and culture. Now, the natural beauty here is also really important to a lot of people. So, bottom line, living in Boulder comes with a steep price tag. And I guess you have to ask yourself, is it worth the difference in real estate prices? Now, for someone on a budget, Fort Collins might be the better choice. And it's interesting at this time that the lowest price point on the market in Fort Collins for a one-bedroom, one-bath within 560 square feet is going for $215,000. Whereas in Boulder, for the same one-bedroom, one-bath with about the square footage, it's going for $300,000. But in both cases, these condos are close to the university. So if you're considering making a move or want more info about Fort Collins or Boulder real estate market, give me a call or leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. I am a licensed real estate agent and can help with your questions. Now, when it comes to culture and vibe, Fort Collins is known as a college town. They've got the Colorado State University, and like most college towns, it gives a young vibe with always something going on. And from what I've noticed, the culture's laid back and community oriented. It's also got a really good craft beer scene. And I just found out that it's called the Napa Valley of Beer. Thought that's interesting. Now let's compare that to Boulder, who also has a university vibe. Here we have the University of Colorado Boulder. And again, I think that college towns bring a young vibe. That's the case here too. Now, in general, I would say that Boulder is progressive and has an eco-conscious culture. And on top of that, a lot of people are into wellness and outdoor activities. I know last night I was at a get-together with some friends, and it was interesting that the topic of wellness came up. The diets of the people, where their food was being sourced, and their workout regimes. We were discussing all that. And it's definitely a priority here. I think it all feeds on itself from the point of view that it becomes the culture. And I know someone asked me where I sourced or where I bought my seafood. And I mentioned the name of the store, and they were appalled that I would shop there, because this lady that was asking me this question sources it from her son that lives in Washington. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to Washington or anywhere within 5 miles of here to get my fish. It's not everyone that would put an emphasis to this degree on where you source your food. Now, switching gears, if you're coming with a family, which town is a better fit? Now, in my mind, if you're looking for a relaxed, family-friendly atmosphere, Fort Collins might be the better fit for you. But if you prefer a mix of intellectual, entrepreneurial, family-centered, and outdoor-focused energy, Boulder might be the better fit. I know that this is a generalization, but this description would be the undertones of what you'd see. Now, when it comes to outdoor lifestyle, Both cities are great, but in different ways. Since Fort Collins is located near Horsetooth Reservoir and Cache La Poudre River, you're likely to do some kayaking, hiking, and mountain biking. Then, with Rocky Mountain National Park being about an hour away, it gives you a more likelihood of getting some hiking and biking in. Now, if you compare that to Boulder, that's right next to the Flatirons, it gives you access to the trails. And a good example is Chautauqua Park that has a lot of trailheads. In general, climbers, cyclists, and trail runners are drawn to Boulder because there are a lot of trails and open space, a lot more here than Fort Collins. But to a certain degree, it really comes down to whether you prefer water activities or mountain-related activities. Now, switching gears to the job market and economy. Fort Collins' economy has a good mix of brewing, tech industries, and education. Some of the big well-known ones there are Autobox and Woodward, which do have their headquarters there. And like Boulder, they also have an entrepreneurial community. Now, in comparison, Boulder has a lot of tech startups, research institutions, including many federal labs, and there are also lots of health and wellness companies. I also should mention that the innovation sector is very healthy here. And from what I've noticed, Boulder has more high-paying jobs compared to Fort Collins. So, bottom line, if you're into tech or innovation, Boulder might be the better fit. So let's jump gears to schools. Both cities do place a priority on education, and in Fort Collins they have the Poudre School District, and it's a highly rated school district. Same for Boulder, and the school district here is Boulder Valley School District, but bottom line, both cities are excellent for families that want a great education. So check out the school ratings on greatschools.org. Now, what about traffic? You will see some differences. In Fort Collins, it's pretty easy to get around, and it does have less traffic than Boulder. And on top of that, Fort Collins has a good biking infrastructure and a good public transportation system. On the other hand, Boulder has more congestion, especially during rush hour, because in part it's a job center. But it has also one of the best bike-friendly systems in the country. I know within Boulder and the surrounding area, there are about 300 miles of bike paths, lanes, and routes. Now, when it comes to the bus system, it runs within Boulder and also to surrounding areas like Longmont, Denver, and Denver International Airport. So, bottom line, if avoiding traffic is a priority, I'd say Fort Collins takes the cake. Now, I hope you enjoyed my video, and let me know what city is right for you in the comments section and what you think. Boulder? Fort Collins? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos about Boulder. Thanks so much.